I was trying to work on a train from San Antonio to Austin, so just a short train there. But when I heard the governor's plans, I said, we need to work together and think bigger. And so now me and Judge Becerra and Judge Sakai in Bexar County and about 40 other local elected officials up and down the I-35 corridor are working to try to get more passenger rail service all the way from Dallas to Austin to San Antonio to Laredo. And then the dream is one day that we could have rail, fast rail, maybe high-speed rail that connects the United States and Mexico, so that business people in Austin could get down to Monterrey and vice versa. And that kind of super region is just absolutely growing. Austin and San Antonio are growing very fast. Monterrey is growing so fast with manufacturers moving there and Tesla and others moving there, that connecting and making it easier to get between our two regions would be absolutely amazing. And so we are trying to work with the state government of Texas and the federal government of the United States to get funding to improve passenger rail so that we can start down the path of this dream. Judge Becerra?
Sure, I'm most grateful because Travis County is the big brother to Hays County. And so I'm grateful that Judge Brown has asked me to tag along, because I do feel very grateful for that. So thank you. And like the proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And so just to know that we have the Biden Build Back Better plan that has billions of dollars available to us at a federal level, and to know that we have the capacity, looking through the regional lens, to draw down hundreds of millions of dollars to support our infrastructure, to support our people, to support our economic development. I mean, that is magnificently pointed for us to do that. And as the region that is fastest growing in the nation, there's no better time than that, because we are sitting here right now, in the near few years, we're going to be 5 or 8 million people in this small little footprint.
Yeah, 5 million today in the Austin, San Antonio, Hays County sort of metropolitan area, and by 2050, 8 million people.
8 million people in a short window of time. So just imagine, the current governor of Mexico has grabbed everything from Mexico City south and improved all that rail system. The new governor the former president, and the new president has a strong interest in grabbing from Mexico City all the way to Nuevo León, Monterrey specifically. And so we have the very magnificently accomplished governor of Nuevo León talking about grabbing that rail project from Monterrey and continuing it all the way to the country line to Nuevo Laredo, so that we can grab Judge Brown's work and take it from San Antonio and connect to Laredo, so that we can grab, like he just said, that entire ecosystem of commerce, of tourism, of infrastructure, of industry. Because something that I'm magnificently impressed with is Governor Garcia's ability to do all this nearshoring from the Chinese, bringing all that industry into Mexico. And it's got to come to us. We are hugely dependent on everything that the governor is doing over here in Texas. And I'm just so grateful, because this will also facilitate the movement of the merchandise.
Excellent. Well, I'm very happy to be with my friends, Judge Brown, Judge Becerra, and Emmanuel, because we are just in the midterm of our government. And I think that the planets are aligned to achieve the true international train in the U.S. and in Mexico, in this case, Texas and Nuevo León. No other country in America Latina has an international train. And nowadays, the federal U.S. government has made a bill with billions of dollars for infrastructure. And here my friends are pioneering a project where the state puts 20%, the federal government 80%, and they are going to construct and revitalize their railroads for trains from Laredo, going through San Antonio, Austin, and it goes all the way up to Dallas.
That's right.
Well, at that same time that Texas and the US are making these plans, for Mexicans, you know that our presidenta,
That's
she's
right.
a woman,
First one.
Claudia Sheinbaum, is making a huge plan in trains. And she told us she's going to start with the Mexico City Monterrey train. As President Obrador constructed the Tren Maya in the south, now we're making the train to the north from Mexico City, passing all the way through very important cities like Querétaro, like Aguascalientes, like Saltillo, and obviously the motor of Mexico, Monterrey City, that now we are 6 million people. And maybe in 10 years, we will get 9 or 10 because we're growing a lot because of this nearshoring process. So the bottom line is that in the future, we can have this international train from Mexico City all the way up to Austin, maybe Dallas, maybe Oklahoma. And we can make a transfer in people, very safe, very fast, a passenger train that I hope, this is very wild maybe, but in 2026, we're having the World Cup. And between Dallas, Houston, and Monterrey, we will have around 20 games. So that region, that triangle, is the biggest economy in the world. Obviously, Texas is first place. And what they're making in Austin and in these counties, it's very important for commerce, for trade, for tourism. And Nuevo León is glad to join this venture to make this international train because many of Regios, the Nuevo León people, they love shopping in Texas. And we have been dreaming for this train, for coming to Target, like my mom and my wife. And so this is a very emblematic symbol of what we can accomplish. So we are very happy to